Some developing news now, turning now to a disturbing account of an incident that happened on Halloween night in Woodsboro. Attorneys for a young black man there saying he was assaulted by a group of high school age boys dressed as Klansmen.
On 3 News at 5 o'clock, our Julissa Garza shared what happened that night and what attorneys are saying. She now has more details for us in this report.
So there were people in the community who saw groups of people walking around with this group of people with at least one taser, and some of whom posted that they were concerned about what was going on.
That's attorney Matt Manning. He's representing a young black man who he says was tased on Halloween night by 3 young men believed to have dressed up as Klansmen.
We're not dealing with kids who just happen to get into a fight. We're not dealing with kids who happen to be engaged in high school hijinks. We're talking a specific act of terror where they are emulating the members of a terrorist organization.
Manning says everyone involved are minors, which is why their identities can't be released.
We want to do our ethical duty and make sure that we follow the Texas Family Code, which prescribes that juveniles in criminal cases have confidentiality as it relates to their records.
But Manning shared that these 3 minors are involved in extracurricular activities within Woodsboro ISD, the district releasing the following statement saying in part, Woodsboro ISD will continue to cooperate with law enforcement during the criminal investigation. According to Manning, by law, the actions of using a taser means these students can face serious consequences.
But I represent one victim who was in fact tased by a taser or a taser-like weapon, which we know constitutes aggravated assault under the penal code in the state of Texas, which is a 2nd-degree felony because that is a deadly weapon.
But Manning says since they are minors, things work differently.
With juveniles, there are times that they can be placed in alternative placements outside of their homes, in lockdown facilities that are not quite jail, but nonetheless don't give them the freedom to go and come as they please.
As of now, this is being investigated by law enforcement officials, including the Texas Rangers.
What we have done is consistently provided the information that has been provided to us, to them, in the purpose of aiding their investigation.
The NAACP showing their support for the victim. President Jeremy Coleman of the Corpus Christi chapter saying this incident cannot go unchecked.
The NAACP, who has a historic standing, is one of the oldest civil rights organizations that try and find remedies, not to always just blatantly point the finger. That's right. But to say, listen, this is what it is. This is what we're trying to achieve.
And as the investigation continues, Manning is calling on the community to provide any information or videos to law enforcement.
We want to make sure that everyone knows we stand committed to making sure this young man and all others who were terrorized by this group get justice, period. And the way we do that is by calling it out.
Julissa Garza, 3 News.
Just